Welcome to the Grateful American series, an interactive multimedia program designed to restore enthusiasm in American history for kids and adults too. Creator of this series is David Bruce Smith, an author and publisher here in Washington, D.C. I'm Hope Katz Gibbs, your co-host, founder of Incandescent Public Relations and Incandescent TV. Hello and welcome to the Grateful American TV show. David and I are thrilled to be here in New York City today at the New York Historical Society. We are interviewing Louise Mirrer, the president and CEO, who since 2004 has raised more than $100 million to enhance this organization, which honors the history and legacy of New York.
The New York Historical Society opened in 1804, but it was pretty much of a clubby place for men for the first 200 years, and now you've opened it to the world. What was the thinking behind that?
Well, the New York Historical Society was founded at a time when treasures were considered to be treasures, and the public was considered to be, by and large, consisting of people who, if allowed to come near, close to those treasures, would ruin them. So, that was a feeling that really led to the design, the original design of the building that we're currently in, which was built in 1904 by architects who built banks. It was designed as a vault so that the treasures within the space could be kept safe from the public. And really beginning 200 years later, in 2004, we started to think that that was really not consistent with how we ourselves felt about history. We felt that history should be available to everyone, open to the public, surrounded by a group of very smart people, Robert H. Smith, key among them. We began to reimagine how history should be offered to the public. And that led to the renovation that we began very shortly after I arrived here, and which we finished in November of 2011. So that right now there's a lot of glass on our first floor. We're very open to the park, to Central Park West, and anyone who passes by at any time of day or night can look in and see the beauty of American history.
So tell us a little bit more about what the collection has to offer. I saw a gorgeous Tiffany collection upstairs. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Tiffany is really a great New York story. Louis Comfort Tiffany was a brilliant designer, marketer, commercial success. Tiffany also believed that women were closer to nature than men, and so he broke with tradition and hired an all-female design department headed by Clara Driscoll. Our Tiffany collection is one of the most important, beautiful, and largest in the world. And not only will we be able to show off the gorgeous lamps themselves, but we will be able to tell a story that really very few other institutions manage to tell, certainly not on a permanent basis. And that is the story of women's history, because these lamps are so largely about the opportunities that New York offered at a time when no other place in the world offered them to women.
And can you talk about some of the other objects you have? Because you have millions of objects.
We do indeed, and we haven't even touched on our great library. Our art collection is extremely important to us. As they always say, a picture tells 1,000 words, and our objects tell many, many thousands of words. We have, on view at any given time, we probably have about 60,000 objects from our museum collection. And those really range from some very old artifacts of New York's history. For example, in one of the floor cases in our Smith Gallery, you can find a 16th century arrowhead, which was found below ground, as everything in our floor cases have been in New York.
So Louise, does the collection continuously change?
We are not an antiquarian society. We're a thriving, living, breathing institution around history, and history is changing every day. One of the most important things for us, and very evident in the design of our Smith Gallery on the first floor, is really the idea that you have agency. Individuals have agency in history. Make history change. That's what happens. That's how history is. And our collections have to keep up with the changing times, and in fact they do.
Excellent. So holiday time is definitely a time to come to the New York Historical Society, but of course any time. And we list all of your events on our GratefulAmericanFoundation.com website, and incredible book readings, authors come in. It's just an insane amount of fantastic history information. Thank you so much for being with us. You are watching the Grateful American TV show, a video production of David Bruce Smith's Grateful American Foundation. Watch more episodes at www.gratefulamericantv.com. And follow our TV show, radio show, monthly newsletter, and upcoming books at our website, www.gratefulamericantfoundation.com. I'm Hope Katz Gibbs, your co-host. On behalf of David Bruce Smith and myself, we look forward to restoring enthusiasm in American history for you and your kids. We'll talk to you soon.